Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am coming here today to show you a simple, quick DIY project you can do at home while everyone is staying at home. Hopefully you're staying safe, staying quarantined, maybe checking some to-do things off your to-do list that you may not have had a lot of extra time to do before. So hopefully you're being productive. If not, it's okay as well. I'm going to show you how to make the simple DIY end table book decor, end table coffee table, you know, any type table, bookshelf, wherever you want to put this at. Simply made is a couple of items that you need. Depending on what you already have on hand, you can make this with just, I would say, about $5 or less. Like I said, depending on what you have on hand, maybe $0 if you've already had a lot of things on hand well in advance. So let me just get started and show you. Of course, you're going to need a paintbrush. Paint, I have this Waverly chalk paint in white. I already had this on hand. I had these many years ago. You're going to need some ribbon, twine, string, whatever you want to wrap around your book, and of course you'll need books. You'll need 3, 4, however many you want to decorate with. I did not have any books on hand, so I did have to go to the DollarTree recently and purchase these. You can get paperback or the hardback. Mine are paperback. These paintbrushes I actually got from Michael's probably about 2 years ago. Michael's used to have these on sale every other week. You get either 10 or 14. I'm remembering 14, but you get, like, let's say 10 for $1. They had that sale like every other week, or at least every 2 weeks. There was a Michael's around the corner from my job, so I just used to go, you know, a couple of times a week when I just wanted to go to Michael's, see what was new, get a grab bag. If these were on sale, I got them. I have I have tons and tons and tons and tons of these. Like, it would take me forever to run out of these. And I don't paint that often, so that's why I still have a bunch left. But anyway, I don't see these like that on sale at Michael's any longer. They're on sale, but not that type of a sale. So, that, you know, good of a deal. So, I have a paintbrush, and then I have my ribbon here that I actually got from Michael's many years ago. Uh-oh. Sorry, you guys. Sorry about the lighting as well. It has been raining and storming and tornadoes pretty much most of the morning, and now it's kind of calmed down. Well, no, it has calmed down, but it's still partly cloudy outside, so the sun is like peeking in and out. It doesn't know if it wants to come out or stay in. So yeah, so what I'm going to actually first start off by doing this, I'm painting this white. So what I'm going to start off by doing is taking the cover off, and these first couple of pages, they have a lot of print on them, so, and I don't want to put too many coats on here, so just carefully, without messing up the spine, take off, and you're going to paint this, so it's okay. Just take off the front cover of your books. It doesn't matter. If you don't want to take off the extra page, you don't have to. I'm just doing it so I don't have to paint a million coats on these. The back cover I'm going to actually leave on because, of course, if you do not know, now you know, you're going to stack them like this, so you're really not going to see the back cover. Plus, I want to keep at least the bottom back cover for stability. And this page is black, so I know I'm not going to paint a lot over that many coats. So just go ahead and take these covers off. Again, keeping the spine itself intact. This can be easily painted over. I'm pretty sure this can too. So let's go ahead and get started with painting our first. So what you first want to do is, when you put on your paint, you just wanting to paint this cover, this spine. This is going to be my middle one, so I'm just going to paint this cover and this spine, this top part here. I do not have my regular paint thing, so I'm just going to put a little bit of paint on directly on this wax paper here. That's okay because I'm not using much and it's disposable. So let's go ahead and get this done. So as you can see here, it does not take many coats because you're painting on paper. So, and it doesn't take the first coat long to really dry, maybe 10 minutes in between coats. I don't even think it's been that long, but just want to make sure that you get good coverage all over, including the spine. All right, so as you can see here, I have the other three painted. They're just over here to the side, and I have this top part. This is the top of the book. This is the back. I have this painted along with the spine. I'm just gonna let this dry really, really good for probably about 10 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you guys how to put this together. Okay, so another thing, you guys, of course, since you're painting paper, the paper is going to curl up a little. So to avoid that, once it fully dries, what you can do, if you do not like that, you can take your tape runner or some glue or whatever you have on hand and just run it along there, and then just tape it, snatch it down like that, like so. And it'll, for the most part, once it's fully dry, it will stay down. Because this one here is going to be my top book. So I'm going to let this completely fully dry. And then another thing I have noticed, these books, for whatever reason, have a red dot on the end. All three of them have that. And I'm going to just assume that's this one, and then that's these two. I'm going to assume it's something with the inventory from the Dollar Tree. I don't know. But if yours has that, then you may, and then it also has these colored pages in there, in the book. All you have to do is just run a coat of paint along there on each book. Or if any of your books have colored pages in and you don't want that to show, or you just want everything to look slimline, just run a coat of paint on those as well. So I'm going to finish letting these completely dry, and then I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so I'm back, and all the books now have dried. Have all three dried. I know which one is going to be my top one. I've also went ahead and painted my spine. This one I didn't give it another coat. You can kind of see the wording through here, the color of that the book was, but it's okay. I also painted like the inside pages, just the corners. So I have that done. I have all three of my books here, and they'll look like this once they're stacked. And then again, what you can do, I see the red dot right there. You can still kind of see it a little bit, but it's okay. I gave the bottom part a paint, as well as the top. And I didn't finish this because I actually got a phone call. So I didn't get to finish painting this part, but I will. I'm just going to show you guys the rest of the video and how I'll be putting these together. So then what you want to do is just go ahead and get them stacked up. And then you can also place something on the front cover. This is why I was saying I painted just the inside of here, just a little, because your page is going to curl up some. So let me set this to the side. And also, while I was waiting, I did find some more ropes. I'll probably use both of these, or probably start off by using this one first. I like this one, but I do like this one too. It gives it a little more contrast, but you can use whichever one you like. Set that to the side. So here we have our books stacked up, and you have a little curl. So you just take your twine, your ribbon, whatever you're going to use to put around the book. You would just go ahead and take that, wrap it around like so. However many times you want to wrap it, in whatever style that you want to wrap it. Let's see. You can then, let's see. I don't know if I want to then go this way with it. Decisions. I may just do it, keep it this way. I like it either way, but you choose the way that you want to wrap it. So I have it wrapped here 3 times, and then I could take this here, slide this over, and then go ahead and tie it. Leave these like this. You can add a bow to it. Not a bow. Well, I guess you could. You could add a bow to it. I have some burlap here. You can also cut this down, add this to it, make the edges look nice and pretty. You could, you know, cut what is it, the fishtail or the flag tail on some burlap. Maybe stick it under here with the little greenery. However you like to decorate it. That part, I'm not sure how I want to actually go in and finish this off and decorate it. So I may just leave this like it is for now. I may want to put, maybe if you turn it this way, I may want to put like a letter on here, something like that. That'll be nice. You can kind of see through here the wording a little bit. That's okay. You just scoot this up. Problem solved. You could add a little greenery on here if you want it. I mean, the possibilities are endless. It doesn't have to be perfect, especially when it's for your house. You want it to look a little vintage, kind of that, you know, maybe a little vintage look, not as modern. Or if you want it to look modern, you can do it a little better. And then on the ends, you would just go ahead and put whatever you wanted here. I've seen some that says like grateful, thankful, blessed. I've seen some that says amazing grace. I've seen some that it says like this is us, and then it may be more books, and then it has everyone's name in the household, you know, kind of typed out or either painted on there. A couple of more books. You can have them sitting up, you know, like you can have them sitting up like this actually. Like on a bookshelf. If you did that, you'll want to paint the back. Or mine are going to sit down on the coffee table. Once I get this all decorated and everything, I will show you guys the finished product of how I decided to decorate it. Right now, I'm just going to leave it as is. I have another project that I want to get out for you guys. So I will see you all in the next video. Have a good day. Okay, you guys, so I'm finally done, and this is my finished product. I know it's way later in the evening, but I finished it, put it up, and started other stuff. So this is the finished product. It is a little red paint or marker right there. I will go back over and paint that another day. Right now, it's okay. So I just drew my home sweet home on myself. Wrote it on myself and drew a heart. I put the twine on it, put them together, and I actually stacked them here on my coffee table. And this goes on there like that. So I think that looks pretty good. And this is the finished product. All right, you guys. So thank you all for watching. Please subscribe, leave me a comment, and let me know how you're doing and what other projects you may be doing while at home quarantine, or leave me a comment and just say hi. See you later.